Tensions are rising once again in the Middle East, as new developments between the United States and Iran are raising fears of another major regional conflict. After months of political pressure, military activity, and diplomatic talks, the situation has become increasingly unstable. Recent reports suggest that strategic areas near southern Iran, especially around Bandar Abbas and the Strait of Hormuz, have become the center of new military tensions. According to U.S. Central Command, American forces carried out operations targeting what officials described as potential threats in the region. The U.S. says several Iranian drones were intercepted and military targets linked to those operations were struck. American officials argue these actions were necessary to protect international shipping routes and regional security. Iran, however, tells a different story. Iranian officials claim their actions were part of protecting national security and defending their interests in the Gulf region. Tehran has accused the United States of increasing tensions and damaging ongoing diplomatic efforts. Only hours after these reported operations, tensions escalated even further. Several international reports suggest missile and drone attacks were launched toward a US-linked military site in Kuwait. Iran's Revolutionary Guard, also known as the IRGC, has reportedly claimed responsibility for retaliatory actions. However, the full extent of damage and casualties remains unclear, and many reports have not yet been independently verified. Kuwaiti authorities say air defense systems were activated to respond to possible threats. At the same time, regional governments are calling for restraint, warning that further escalation could spread instability across the Middle East. One of the biggest concerns right now is the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow waterway is one of the world's most important energy routes, with a large percentage of global oil shipments passing through it every day. Any military escalation in this area could impact global markets, shipping routes, and energy prices worldwide. Analysts say the current crisis is especially concerning because diplomatic efforts were already fragile. Although there have been attempts to reduce tensions through negotiations and temporary agreements, trust between both sides remains extremely low. Experts warn that even small military incidents could quickly turn into a much larger conflict. International leaders are now closely watching the situation. Many countries are urging both sides to avoid further escalation and return to diplomacy. A wider conflict in the region could affect not only Middle Eastern security but also the global economy, trade networks, and energy supplies. For now, the situation remains fast-moving and uncertain. The question now is simple. Are we witnessing another step toward a larger regional war, or will diplomacy prevent the crisis from getting worse? Stay tuned for more updates as this developing story continues.